Well, good morning, everyone, and day two of Finish the Ride. Heading down to a place called Mudhole Campground tonight. Mudhole Park Campground. That sounds wonderful, doesn't it? But it looks like we're gonna have a great day out here today. Clear blue, bright sunny skies, check. Tailwind right now, check. And a pretty decent shoulder along US 1 here as we make our way south down towards I guess we're going to be somewhere between Palm Bay, Melbourne, and a town called Wabeso, something like that tonight, out on the right out on the ocean tonight. So after about 5 miles on US 1, I got pushed over to this little road here, right along the intercoastal, and back in this neighborhood. And it's I have actually not seen a car on it yet, but I've seen, okay, here comes one now. That's because I turned the camera on. You will always attract one with a camera. But I've seen about 10 bikes, and I've only been on this for like a half a mile. So 25-mile-an-hour speed limit, and it's just a neighborhood back here, and it looks like it goes for quite a ways down here through Cocoa Beach. So this could be a nice little ride down through here. And this is the part of Florida that I really enjoy riding through, these kind of older parts. Some nice homes here along the waterway. Beautiful Sunday morning out here. People trying to get a family photo over there. And it doesn't even make a bad pedestrian walkway. Good morning, sir. So we just came into Cocoa, not to be confused with Cocoa Beach. Cocoa Beach is on the other side of the, we'll get a look here in a second, but you'll be able to see the bridge or causeway that goes across there. Cocoa Beach is on the other side of the waterway here. So I've been following this guy, and then I passed him, and then he caught up to me a little bit when I took that last clip of film, and I ran up on this here in Cocoa, up on top of this hill. He caught me on the hill there. Well, actually no, he caught me because I stopped. He's just cruising. Well, I am too, but I was cruising faster than he was. But yeah, this is that's the causeway over to Cocoa Beach in the intercoastal here, and some of the homes here overlooking the waterway. I think there's one for sale back there if you're interested. Boy, what a nice day. This is just, the riding's easy, the scenery's pretty good, it's been great, and I don't know, I just, oh, and there's a share the road with bikes sign up there. So yeah, this is gonna be good if it stays like this for about another 300 miles. fact that there are a lot of cyclists out here. Far more on bikes than cars. Wow, this is a nice little town. Morning. Morning. Friendly peoples. You know, I'm due for my 10-mile stop, but the riding's been so easy this morning, I don't even feel like I need to stop. I might if I see a coffee place here. I'm sure there's something up here. Okay, do I have to turn here? My map is not giving me audible directions today. Yeah, I do. And it's not giving me cues because Terry forgot to auto trace the route from Adventure Cyclings. You always have to auto trace their routes if you're going to use them, and you can't do it from your mobile app. You have to do it on a laptop. And guess what I don't have with me on this trip? My laptop, because, or my Surface Pro, because I'm not uploading any video. I'm doing all this when I get home, and I really didn't see a need for it, so I didn't bring it. I mean, I got it. It's my daughter's house in Sanford. But there's a couple of things I've needed it for. I forgot to set up the tracking on my Spot Find Me, which is how my family keeps track of me. And I mean, I think they can watch it. No, none of them have the app because you have to pay for that. So they can't track me. And because I didn't set the map up, I didn't turn the map on before I left and start it. I just totally forgot about it. So I've got it on because I'll eventually, when I get back next week, I'll just update it so it'll be on there. I don't know why. I deleted the one from across the country, so and maybe I won't do it. But anyway, that's enough of that. So, wow, now I got a little bit of a shoulder here too, although I'm not going to ride on it. I think I'll just keep putzing along here. I don't really feel like stopping, and I'm just enjoying riding right now. Well, I just left a coffee shop in Cocoa, and I stopped there because I saw another cyclist pulling in there. I yelled at him, "Is there good coffee here?" And he said, "Yeah." And I was ready for a cup of coffee and needed a little break anyway. Ended up sitting in there for an hour talking to Rick about biking and bike trips. He's done a fair bit of touring himself, and he was just out here on the on this road this morning. He doesn't live very far off of it, just a few miles down the road from here. And morning, and he was what was I going to say here? Oh yeah, so I stopped and had coffee with him, and we sat there and talked about bicycle travel and bicycle touring and life and all kinds of things. And I think I ended up spending about an hour and a half there. So yeah, because now it's after 12, and but that's okay. I would rather do that and not go as far. Good morning in a day than miss out on those opportunities to spend time with the people out here that you run into. And the opportunities of running into other cyclists are limitless on this road. There's much more cycling traffic than car traffic here. So thanks, Rick, for buying my second breakfast there and a couple of cups of coffee, and we exchanged information. He told me to give him a call if I ran into any trouble along my trip. He's actually done this trip all the way down to Key West, and he gave me some good pointers on things not to miss and what the route was like. And I've talked to 2 or 3 people now that have done it, and everybody is saying the same thing, that it's a really great ride all the way down. So that warms my heart and encourages me all at the same time. So thanks again, Rick, for your company and the coffee and the muffin. So after a brief stint back on US 1, Highway 1 for, probably a mile, maybe not even that, I got jogged over onto this little bike path here. And I'm not sure how far this goes, but I pretty much, it looks like, stay off of US 1 here for quite a few miles. So it must be a, hello. It must be a pretty, either turns into a better path than the sidewalk, or continues on quite a ways here, because it's hard to judge how much further down this way it goes before you jog back over onto 1 for a little bit. And eventually I pop over onto A1A today, and I think that's only probably another 15 or 20 miles down. And then I'll be on that the rest of the day right along the coast. Well, as the sign says, welcome to Melbourne. So I've been in Melbourne here, tilt this thing a little bit, riding for quite a while now. Melbourne's a big town, but we're about to get out of it. This road here is Pineapple Avenue. Yeah, Pineapple Avenue. And it kind of parallels US 1, sort of, but it gets me down to the bridge that I'm taking to get across to, I believe that's still Merritt Island over there on the other side of the river. Then we'll be on the coast on A1A, which I've been told is fine for cycling on. And even Rick, the guy I talked to back in Coco earlier today or this morning, he said it's just fine riding on it with the bike. But I've been over here riding on this sidewalk. It's kind of rough a little bit, but it's okay. The road over there, you can see, is like no shoulder on it. There's very little traffic. I would have rode on that for a little while just because it's smoother. But it's just a little safer over here. There's some traffic coming up behind me, but I don't have very far to go on this. It's just down here to the bridge. I think it's like I'm probably a half mile away from it, maybe not even quite that far. Ooh, sprinklers pointed the right way. Yeah. But this is kind of the neighborhood along that Pineapple Avenue. I know a lot of people watch the videos to get ideas if they're thinking of taking a trip like this, and this one seems like it's probably pretty popular, riding down the coast of Florida to Key West. So I wanted to give at least the part of it that I'm doing some good film of what it's like, to give you an idea of what it's like. Today, well, yesterday was probably 95% trail. I think I had about, I don't know, 6 or 7 miles on US 1, maybe 90%. And today I've been on US 1 and some side streets, probably, I guess probably 20% of the time. The rest of it's been trail or sidewalks all the time. And, oh, I got to turn here. Okay, so I'm going to drop out here for a second. And then so you make that turn there, and then this is what you've got. And Rick told me actually just to take the shoulder on this because the shoulder's nice over it. That way I'm not going to run into anybody over there on the sidewalk. So yeah, this is nice and wide here. And actually, it looks like up here it's marked for a bike lane too. Yeah, it is. This is where you're supposed to be with the bike. Not on the sidewalk. And so we will cross over here to Merritt Island as I slowly climb the bridge. I'm at the top of this bridge, looking to the south. That's the peninsula over there. And then over here on this side is Indian Harbor Beach. Looks like, well, I don't know, maybe that's Melbourne Beach there. And then Indian Harbor, like just to the left here. And then further back to the north is Satellite Beach, which Merritt Island kind of joins that up by Cocoa, I guess. And then back, looking to the north, there's the peninsula. So there, I made sure that I got the names of everything correct here, which I think is important. So, lots of traffic up here. It's kind of noisy, but a nice wide shoulder, so I'm living with it. And we'll run down here and take a right and head towards our campground, which is about 22 miles away. So we're closing in on it. And hopefully I'm going to get a spot down there. This is another one of those days when it shows that it's full, but actually the one yesterday didn't show it full. This one says it's full. So I'm going to go down here and try my luck. There's 2 of them there, and failing that, I'll be riding further south today, so see how that goes. So this is Melbourne Beach. I just stopped here for a minute to take a little break. Just rolling into it. And I got about 16 miles to go till we get to the first campground option. So closing in on it. It's almost 3 o'clock. I would be there now if I hadn't taken that long break with Rick, but I'm glad I took that break with him. It was good. So as you can see out here, a lot of traffic. It's late in the day, Sunday. People are going home from their weekends, and it's pretty not fun. But I got a sidewalk here to ride on, so I'll just stay over on that for the time being until. So I think we're about to get our first look at the ocean here. Maybe I got to turn a corner. Yeah, it's up there, just over the seawall. And that'll be it, because there's just high rises along the rest of it here, or has been so far. So continuing on down A1A here, I'm just south of Melbourne Shores, or Melbourne Beach. I can't remember what it was called. Ouch, that was a big bump. And just riding this little trail alongside of A1A here. You're out of the traffic, but it is noisy. But I can live with that. So this is Melbourne Shores. And so I was wrong about that back there. I thought it was still Melbourne Beach. Or it was still Melbourne Beach, and this is Melbourne Shores. Boy, I'm losing on and off here, losing my trail. Yeah, there you go. You don't believe me? Believe the sign. There's your sign. This trail along A1A here, it's been pretty rough. I mean, it's got, I'd say probably 2/3 of it is pretty good, but about 1/3 of it is just, it's rough. Especially around the, where there's intersections or people's houses, where their driveways come across it. It's pretty rough. So this is Floridian Beach. Kind of stacking them up here all of a sudden. And the next one is Evans Pines. It's the next little town-ish thing. I don't know if these are towns or just beaches and shores and pines. Whatever they are. Well, good evening everyone, and welcome to Long Point Park in, I don't even know where this is. It says Melbourne Beach, Florida, but we're actually south of Melbourne Shores, which is south of Melbourne. So it's quite a bit south of Melbourne. I've probably ridden 20 miles since I passed the road that goes into Melbourne on the out here on the coast on A1A, which is where I've been riding today. And I'm just getting kind of set up here in camp right now. I got to put my tent up and whatnot. But I had to take care of one little item very quickly tonight before anything else, and that's to get my phone charged so I can listen to the Super Bowl on the radio. I found an app I can listen to it on, so for free. So I got that, and that's cooking. That's more important than dinner tonight. So that's where I'm at tonight, is down here at the end of day 2. Rode about 54 miles today to get down to here, and it was another great day of riding. As we talked about during the day, I enjoyed riding probably nearly half of this today on some sort of a trail. The rest was mostly bike lanes in the urban areas, and out on US 1 a little bit today. Not a lot of miles on US 1, but it had a good shoulder, and the traffic wasn't too bad earlier in the day. Later in the day it did get a little bit heavier, but I was pretty much done with it by noon today, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, it's been a really nice ride. Another cool night here along the ocean with the breeze still blowing out of the northeast, and it can just keep doing that for the next 6 days until I get down to Key West, because that would be perfect. The breeze out of the northeast is pretty much at my back, and heading down the Keys it will be completely at my back. So we will see you out there tomorrow for the third day of finishing the ride up here and heading down to Card Sound and then on to Key West.